Hey lads. So today we're going to do a kind of different video because my opinion on the Assassin's Creed games has changed a little bit and I wanted to rebrand the video to make sure that my updated list was out there. Why am I doing it with my face? I don't know. Please bear in mind that this is all my opinion, but let's get started. So in number 9 we have basically joint Assassin's Creed Syndicate and Unity. Now these two games were mediocre, but they weren't really Assassin's Creed-esque. They didn't really have that Assassin's Creed vibe. That doesn't make them bad games, but for Assassin's Creed standards, they fell short. Unity had more potential in it, however it was really buggy, whereas Syndicate was more of a parody of itself and it was set in a setting that really wasn't Assassin's Creed worthy. I mean, I can hop onto both games and enjoy them, but the problem is Assassin's Creed Syndicate lacks replay value, so I'd never go through the story again, and Unity's just broken. Now at number 7 we have Assassin's Creed 3, which wasn't a bad game. It was just not great, okay? It was solid, but it had some flaws, one flaw being the protagonist. Now the protagonist could have been done better. It wasn't handled very well by the writers, I don't think. I think that Assassin's Creed 3's protagonist was there. The story was okay outside of the protagonist though, but at the same time there were some bits where you got a bit confused. I'm not going to spoil it, but there were bits where you did get kind of confused with it all, and it just didn't make any sense at points as well in the story. And then there's the open world gameplay, which was wow. The open world gameplay in Assassin's Creed 3 was pretty good. I liked the frontier. It was quite fun. The introduction of tree running was also very nice, and how it was done was alright. The naval was meh again. I didn't really like Assassin's Creed 3's naval. I thought it was really clunky and really shit, and the gameplay was they're trying out a new engine, and that engine wasn't too bad at that point. The combat is quite challenging but quite good as well, and all in all it wasn't a bad Assassin's Creed game, and it's number 7 on my list. At number 6 we have Assassin's Creed Rogue, which was again an alright Assassin's Creed game. It followed a Templar this time, which was a nice spin on things. I actually do admit I did kind of like that, and we got to see the other side of the story. It enlightened us on a lot of things. It introduced us to the modern day and where that's going, in the direction that's going in, what with Otzoberg and shit, whereas Unity did not at the time. And I think overall it's not a bad game. However, it was really a filler game. It wasn't meant to be an all-out. It was an all-out title, but the thing is, like, it's all AAA and shit, but it wasn't meant to be. So it's quite short, but they did remove the filler stuff, and it was just in the game itself. And the shortness was just because they cut to the shit. Really, they didn't have all that extra tailing missions. Shay was alright as a character. Doesn't necessarily need a sequel or anything, but we did get to explore his story and we got to understand Shay as a character, and overall it was a fun game. The modern day was better than Unity's and Syndicate's, but again we still didn't get very much from it. Okay, next on my list we have Assassin's Creed 1, which was the start of it all. It's what got me into the franchise. It's probably what got loads of you into the franchise as well. If you haven't played Assassin's Creed 1, then what the fuck are you doing, to be fair? Because Assassin's Creed 1 was a great game. It maybe a lot of it was repetitive, I understand that, but playing was perhaps one of the greatest pleasures I've had. When I played it when I was quite young as well, so it was the first Assassin's Creed game I played, and I absolutely loved it, and it really got me in the mood to play another Assassin's Creed game. So as you can imagine, Assassin's Creed 2 was this major thing. So Assassin's Creed 1 for me is it's got a place in my heart because of how it got me into the franchise. At number 4 we have Assassin's Creed Revelations, which gave us an amazing ending to Ezio's story. The Ezio trilogy as a whole was amazing, and Revelations was no different. It was an outstanding game. It fell short of the other Ezio games, 110% agree on that, but it had a great storyline. It was Ezio, fucking Ezio. It just feels like Assassin's Creed. It has all those vibes. It's nostalgia. It's just great. Assassin's Creed Revelations was the perfect ending to the Ezio trilogy. The gameplay may have been better had they worked on it more, but at the same time, what do you expect? I mean, after games like Brotherhood and 2, you can't expect anything to really live up to it all the time, can you? So all in all, a really good game. At number 3 we have Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which followed the story of Edward, and he felt like a pirate trained by assassins, which was how it was advertised. And the flaw is he didn't really become an assassin until right at the end. But beyond that, the story was amazing. The character development was absolutely insane. It was great. The characters were also good. The side characters, I mean, the naval was quite fun, more fun than 3's, and a lot more accessible. The open world was vast, although some islands did feel a little bit linear in where you could go because they had set paths and stuff, and it wasn't, you know, as open. But all in all, it was amazing. It was beautiful. The city of Havana was beautiful. Kingston was okay. Nassau was okay. The open world was wow. It was something. But a really good game, really fun, loads to do. You know, loads of collectibles as well. Though people say they're pointless. Some of them are, some of them aren't. And treasure and stuff like that. It just felt like the perfect pirate game. And it had that Assassin's Creed twist. People say, not really an Assassin's Creed game. Yeah, it's an Assassin's Creed game. It's literally all over it. The Assassins and Templars are dotted all over it, and it really fits. So, yeah, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is an amazing Assassin's Creed game. At number 2, we have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. You probably know the list from here. So, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is an amazing game, following Ezio again from 2, literally straight off, and we get to learn some more stuff, some more cryptic stuff. It's Assassin's Creed, you get to explore Rome, open world's great, horses in cities, loads of new features, awesome combat, although probably too easy to be fair. Assassin recruits were fun, all these new historical figures were fun as well. It was all in all a pretty solid game following the story of Ezio, and it felt like it was following that story. It didn't feel like it was rushed, it felt good, and it was just an amazing Assassin's Creed game all in all. And yeah, so as you guessed it, number 1 is Assassin's Creed Liberation. At that number 1 spot, as always, is Assassin's Creed 2, which follows the story of Ezio for like the first 30 years of his life as an assassin. We see him born, we see him then at like 17 or whatever age he is, then we see him develop, and he develops from going out for revenge to being an assassin, and he's got charisma, he's a great character, the cities are gorgeous, Florence especially, Venice as well, and all in all had a major, like, a few cities other than that. There were some other cities and they were all big, and it was all really, really nice. And Assassin's Creed 2 it was perfect. It was fucking perfect. The gameplay maybe have been a little bit slow at times, but other than that, it was perfect. There were amazing side characters like Leonardo da Vinci and people like that. It was just, all in all, an amazing game. This face though. So there you have it. That's my list of my, well, how I rank the Assassin's Creed games. Anyway guys, comment yours down below. I did one of these about 9-10 months ago, but my opinion has since changed, hence this video. Please bear in mind that it's all my opinion. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, share, comment. I'll see you all in the next one. So yeah,